unfortunately, it sounds like Ada is still kind of a wild card. So what's the latest?
Yeah, it's amazing, right? It's November. Now, it's still hurricane season, but we're getting into November here, and we have yet another tropical system. And they do form in November, but they're a lot less rare than, let's say, September and October. So I'll step out of the picture. I want to show you the satellite. Elongated convection. So thunderstorms kind of strung out. So this is not a classic circular concentric shape. So it's not a very strong system, but this is really warm water. So we do think it's going to pick up organization and intensity as it moves across Cuba this weekend and then right towards South Florida as we head towards Sunday night and into Monday. I want to show you the track of the system. So again, it's going to move across Cuba this weekend, but really the rain's already beginning across the Florida Straits, and it'll ramp up during the day on Saturday, especially Sunday. The center of the storm will approach the Florida Keys and South Florida, maybe as far north as, let's say, Miami. That'll happen later Sunday night into Monday morning. Now, it's going to be a fairly sprawled out, disorganized system, we think. So, even if you're a couple hundred miles from the center, you may still see winds of 60 miles an hour, or at least gusts of 60 miles an hour. It is conceivable it will be a low-end hurricane, but it's more likely it's going to be a strong tropical storm when it enters South Florida. And because, again, the system is fairly broad, I would expect impacts from Key West all the way up past Palm Beach County, Florida, which is fairly wide for what is not going to be an extremely strong system.
Well, what are the biggest impacts that you're expecting to see from the storm?
So rainfall is going to be a big deal. There are going to be some strong gusty winds. And then in addition, obviously, there's going to be some storm surge, but it doesn't look to be a ton. So first I want to show you the future radar, and we're going to also at some point overlay the wind gusts that we expect from this system. And, the radar will show that the rain will begin as early as Saturday, and it's going to continue, get heavier, steadier as we head on Sunday. Now, those wind gusts on Sunday morning will start in the 40-mile-an-hour range, but by the evening time, we're going to see some wind gusts to probably 60, maybe even up to 75-mile-an-hour wind gusts, which is hurricane-force wind gusts. This will likely cause some power outages, and it's going to deliver a ton of very heavy rainfall. And the strongest winds will be late Sunday into Sunday night, and probably through at least the first half of Monday. As far as rainfall totals, it's going to be a lot of rain. We're talking at least a foot of rain across portions of the Keys and probably as far north as, let's say, Fort Lauderdale. Not everyone's going to see a foot, but we could see a foot in some places. And even some spots will see up to, I'd say, about 15 inches of rainfall. In South Florida, that won't cause a ton of flooding because, the ground is used to water there. It seeps in to the aquifer pretty quickly. But nevertheless, there will be some flooding.
And Ada really devastated Central America, Jeff, but it weakened after making landfall. Why was it so bad?
Any storm that just kind of sits and spins, it's stalled out across Central America. Honduras, Nicaragua, there are a lot of big hills there. And, the rain just keeps coming. We had as much as two plus feet of rain from this system, and it just rolls down the hills. The runoff causes flash flooding, mudslides, landslides. Over 100 people have died, and death toll is going to go up from here. Hurricane Mitch hit in 1998. And as a meteorologist, I'll never forget that storm. It was stronger, actually. This storm, when it made landfall, was a high-end Cat 4. Mitch was a high-end Cat 5. It had winds of 180 miles an hour, and it stalled over almost the exact same area. And it produced 11,000 deaths. Believe it or not, 11,000 people were killed because that area, when you get those tremendous amounts of water and you get structures that aren't as sound as, let's say, some parts of the United States, it can be devastating, and it was back in 1998.
All right, Jeff Berardelli, thank you.
You're welcome.
Coming up after the break, Twitter suspends Steve Bannon's account. We'll show you what the president's former strategist did that prompted that action. Plus, I'll speak with the Face the Nation moderator Margaret Brennan about President Trump's plans as his path to victory narrows. Stick with us. You're streaming CBSN.